G'day YouTubers, I'm Dodger Mohr and welcome to my channel. Well, today's video is going to be on motorcycle camping. But first you'll require one of those or something similar. And the other thing is that you're going to need is some of these or something similar. I'll be discussing a little bit of my camping gear, and everybody's different, so some people require it to take a little bit more. I like to think myself as a minimalist, and I try and take as little as possible. So the first thing you will require to do motorcycle camping is obviously a tent. Now with this tent that I bought, I purchased this over eBay, and I absolutely think this is a great buy. It's ultra light, it has good ventilation, it comes with one pole system that flexes out and has different little Y joints. It also comes with a footprint, which is really good to place underneath the tent. The pegs were the only thing I didn't like, so I actually went out and purchased some other pegs and found something like this was more suitable. The pegs that came with it were absolutely rubbish, actually, to be quite honest. Now the good thing about this tent is that I can actually set the fly up with the ground sheet and then put the bivy inside rather than using the tent itself, which is absolutely fantastic. It just works out great. If I've got three different options, either I put the tent up by itself, I use the bivy by itself, or I use the bivy with the fly. And yeah, and it doesn't take up much room. Now the bivy bag is absolutely great. This can be used right next to the bike, and it's just like a swag, but it's ultra light. It's good because if I get to somewhere where I'm just going to stay for the night, I probably would just use the bivy bag rather than trying to pitch a tent. The only other thing that I would recommend is this crazy little axe. This is actually magic, this thing. It's a little tomahawk. It's only small. I wouldn't be thinking that you'd be able to cut down huge trees with it, but it is absolutely good for pushing the pegs into the ground or hammering the pegs into the ground. And if you need to chop up some wood, you've got that as well. And it's not that heavy either. So now that was the tent out the way. The next thing I want to discuss is sleeping arrangements. Sleeping bags, for example. This is my sleeping bag. It's in an airbag at the moment because it's actually down. And down sleeping bags are absolutely fantastic. I've got two of these, and I use a compression bag from Sea to Summit, and that's the bag, that's the actual sleeping bag in there, and I can actually squeeze that down even more. I can actually get both the sleeping bags in this compression bag. So yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. Now these sleeping bags are rated to -10 degrees, but yeah, I haven't really tested that out, and I have had a couple of nights where it has got down to probably -5 degrees, and it was getting cold in the sleeping bag. The other thing that is really good to have is this little liner. It's actually a sheet liner made out of cotton. It's nice, and it's not that big. It's perfect to throw inside the sleeping bag, probably more so when it's starting to get a little bit warmer, so you're not actually sweating in the actual sleeping bags, and you can actually leave the sleeping bag unzipped and more open and just use this. Next thing, pillow. I've got two different types of pillows. The Thermarest pillow, which is my old one, and now I bought this little one here, which is an inflatable one, and that's absolutely magic. Again, Sea to Summit. Matress, Thermarest, self-inflatable. Had this for years and years. Absolutely fantastic. So that's all my sleeping arrangements. So after a long ride, you get hungry. So that's what we're going to be discussing now. Just talking about the two different systems that I've got when it comes to cooking. Number one I've got is a little JetBoil. This little JetBoil is absolutely fantastic. I got this at Anaconda. Its gas is already in there, the burner, and you can actually use it as a mug as well. So this is ideal for quick and easy meals, 2-minute noodles, porridge, stuff like that, cup of coffee, fantastic. The other system I've got is my MSR and fuel bottle here. This one's a bit more, there's 2 pots in here, the burner, fuel's in here. The best thing about this is I can actually use unleaded fuel, which I can take from the bike, and I can actually cook a meal. It's really good. They're all non-stick, fantastic. I would use this more for longer trips, or if I'm going with a few people, I would basically say to them, don't worry about bringing a cooker, I will take this one, and we would share it. So, plates. I just use one of these little flexible fold away plate. I just use it as a bowl, as well as I suppose a chopping board as well. Same thing here. This is my cup. I got a larger size one so I can have like a cup of soups and a good cup of coffee in the morning. Utensils, just these little plastic ones, absolutely fantastic. Knife, I got my trusty old Swiss Army knife, which I've had for years. And the only other thing that you will require probably is a headlight, which is this one here is LED, absolutely fantastic. And the other one I've got is just this little torch here, which is great because you can actually set it up to act like a candle for those romantic days with your mates. So basically that's all of that stuff that I just mentioned, just put in a small little bag. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Some other items that I tend to carry is I tend to carry a couple of these meals just for emergency. If you break down somewhere, at least you've got some form of food. They're not the best, but they're not that bad either. So yeah, they fill you up. I highly recommend them. I just basically go for the curries because I just like that flavour. That's just me. Another item which I've got is my deck chair. I just got this one off eBay. It's one of the Chinese cheapy ones, and it does the job. And it's a bit of a luxury item, but there's nothing better than sitting on a nice seat after a long day's ride. So now we're talking about clothes. Clothes is a difficult thing because everybody's different. I normally would take probably on an 8-day trip 3 days worth of clothes, like as in jocks, socks and t-shirts, and after every day I would wash them while I'm having a shower if I got the shower facility around me. If not, I would just wash them in a river or wash them somewhere. I normally take this giant loot bag. It's 20 litres, and basically I get a pair of runners in there and my clothes and just a change of pants. Nothing special. I don't carry jeans or anything, just a lightweight pair of pants, just so you can get out of the motorbike gear. One of these, which is a down jacket, absolutely fantastic. Again, they compact down to hardly anything, and these things, they keep you really, really warm. You just have to wear a t-shirt underneath and they're just really, really great. Small little bag again. Toiletries, again, personal preference. What have I got in there? I've got deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrush, insect repellent, suntan lotion, maybe a little bit of soap, a small bar of soap. I've got a small little towel, which is probably like a tea towel, but I just use for my body. So yeah, that's my personal hygiene kit. I've also got baby wipes in there, and moist toilet paper, which I tend to also carry another roll of toilet paper, but yeah, great. Tools for the bike, depending on what bike you got. Yeah, tools will, basically you just need to go through them and sort out what tools you need for the bike and what type of repairs you can actually do for the bike. There's no point in taking too much if you're not mechanically minded. So personally, I just more or less try and cover myself if I have a puncture, and I would carry tyre levers as well, and also a couple of spare tubes. And the last lot is a small little bag just for my camera gear. I normally carry a GoPro and a phone, but most of the other stuff that goes with the GoPro, like a selfie stick and stuff like that, and different mounts. Most of the mounts are already on the bike, but there are a couple that I use that I can clip to a backpack while I'm walking and stuff like that. So that's all on my kit. Yeah, everybody's going to be, people might turn around saying, oh, I'm carrying too much. Some people might say, how do you do it? You'll find your comfort zone. You'll find what you require, and that way, after doing a few more, doing a few trips, like the first couple of trips I did, I took so much. I took a tarp, I took this, I took that. And at the end of the day, when I came back from that trip, I actually started unpacking the bike, and I just thought to myself, look at all the stuff I didn't use. And all the stuff I didn't use, I never ever took again. So yeah, it's something that people just have to, you basically just have to go out there and get that experience yourself to find out what you need on a camping trip on a motorcycle. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to see more of my videos, rides, you name it. Okay, thanks a lot. See ya.